Hello guys, are you a grade 11 students and under the strengthened senior high school curriculum? Native Man Math Tutorial offers you video lesson in general mathematics for the third quarter. If you want to learn Gen Math with me, okay, let's go. Sa video na ito, we are going to learn how to solve practical problems involving angles of elevation and angles of depression. In solving practical problems, we are going to follow the different steps. For step number 1, we are going to draw or illustrate the problem. So ituturo ko po sa inyo kung paano po mag-illustrate or paano po i-drawing yung problem. The second step, we're going to label the given measure. And for the last step, we are going to learn how to calculate the unknown measurement. So lahat po yan ay tuturo ko po sa inyo in step-by-step process. To start the lesson, let us define first what is angles of elevation and what is angles of depression. For angles of elevation, it is formed between the horizontal line and imaginary line of sight above. And for angles of depression, it is formed between the horizontal line and imaginary line of sight below. So, ano po yung pagkakaiba ng elevation and depression? So, konti lang po. So, for angles of elevation, the line of sight is above, and for angles of depression, the line of sight is below. Okay. So, paano po ba na-form itong elevation and depression nito? Ito po yung simple illustration. For example, you stand straight and you look horizontally, and that is called horizontal line. If you look above, let us say you look the sun in the sky, the angle formed between the horizontal line and then the imaginary line of sight above this angle, that is called angle of elevation. Okay, how about angle of depression? Let us say you stand up and again, you look horizontally. Okay? And then, you look below. Let us say, meron kang nakitang ahas sa baba and you look below. Then, the angle formed between the horizontal line and then the line of sight below, this angle, that is called angle of depression. So kapag nagki-create po tayo ng it's either angle of elevation and angle of depression, lagi pong may horizontal line. Yun po yung basis natin to determine elevation and depression, the horizontal line. Okay, so let us apply the concept of angles of elevation and angles of depression and then the 6 trigonometric ratio in solving word problems. I am going to present different problems in order for you to understand the lesson. So ituturo ko po in step by step paano po i-drawing or illustrate itong problem, and then i-label natin yung given measurement, and then we are going to calculate what is being asked in the problem. Okay, so let's start for number 1 problem. A 10-meter tall lamppost casts a shadow of 6 meters long on the ground. Find the angle of elevation of the sun. Okay, so this problem is all about angles of elevation and angles of depression. So meron po tayo nabanggit dito na find the angle of elevation. Okay, bilugan ko po. Mean to say, we are going to apply angle of elevation and then the 6 trigonometric ratio. Okay, so first is we are going to draw or illustrate this problem. Okay, so kung ano po yung nandito sa problem, dapat may drawing po natin para ma-solve po natin kung ano yung hinahanap ng problem. Okay, so the question asked, find the angle of elevation of the sun. Ibig sabihin, angle po ang ating hahanapin. Okay, angle of elevation. Now, let us try to illustrate this problem. Okay, ulitin po natin. A 10-meter tall lamppost. So, kailangan po natin ng lamppost. So, ang lamppost po, ito po yung halimbawa ay street light. Ano po? For example, ito po yung ating lamppost and the measurement is 10-meter tall. So, ang height po ng lamppost natin ay 10 meter. We are going to label. Okay? Next, casts a shadow of 6 meters long. So, yung shadow po nito ay 6 meters. So, ibig sabihin, kapag meron po siyang shadow, meron po siyang light. pero ang light po niya ay coming from the sun kasi may nabanggit po dito na sun. Okay? For example, ito po yung sun above. Okay? So, yung lights po ng sun ay papunta po sa baba. Okay? At mula po dito sa tuktok ng lamppost, papunta po sa baba, meron po siyang shadow. Okay? So, ang shadow po niya ay mula sa tuktok and then hanggang sa may ground. Okay. Now, the shadow measures 6 meters long. Okay, 6 meters po yung kanyang shadow. Kaya lagay ko po dito, ang shadow po niya ay 6 meters. Okay, the question is, find the angle of elevation of the sun. So, ito-drawing natin itong line na ito. Notice here, we form a triangle. And this triangle is a right triangle. Meaning to say, applicable po dito yung trigonometric ratio. But, nasaan po yung hinahanap ng problem na find the angle of elevation of the sun? So, ano po yung angle of elevation, okay, ng sun? Sa angle of elevation and depression again, dapat ang basis po natin ay horizontal line. So, yung horizontal line po natin dito ay ito pong kanyang shadow. Shadow na nasa ground. At yung ating line of sight ay ito pong line of sight above, papunta po sa sun. Ito po yun. Okay. So, yung na-form po na angle ay ito pong angle na ito. Okay? So, this angle ang tinutukoy po ng problem. Ito po yung angle of elevation. Again, ito yung horizontal line at looking above the sun, then the angle formed here is the angle of elevation. Take note, marami pong nagkakamali na akala nila dito po yung angle of elevation. No, that's wrong po yun. Okay? So, dapat kailangan natin ng horizontal line. Okay, so mula po dito sa ating figure, we are going to calculate the measurement of this angle theta. Okay, so para ma-solve po natin, gamitin po natin yung 6 trigonometric ratio, yung sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, so paano po natin ma-determine sa trigonometric ratio kung ano yung gagamitin natin na ratio? So gamit po tayo ng SOHCAHTOA. Again, ito po yung keyword para ma-remember po natin yung formula. Okay. But before we get the formula mula po sa SOHCAHTOA, kailangan po nating i-determine dito alin po dito ang hypotenuse sa ating right triangle, alin po dito ang opposite at alin po dito ang adjacent. So, tatlong words lang naman po yun. Hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. Okay. So, pag kinuha po natin yung parts ng ating right triangle, ang unang basis po natin or ang pinakang basis po natin ay ito pong angle. So, ito po yung ating angle theta. So, looking at the two given, 10 meter, yung height ng lamppost, at yung shadow, 6 meter. So, lalagyan po natin ng pangalan. With respect to this angle theta, ang kaharap po ng angle theta ay lamppost. So, ibig sabihin, ang tawag po dito, ito po yung kanyang opposite. So, lagyan ko po, okay, this is the opposite of the angle theta. At ano po yung relationship between this angle and then this line 6 meter? So, sila po ay magkatabi, then sila po ay adjacent to each other. So, ito po ay A. Okay? So, we have now O and then A. So, ano po ay yung may OA sa ating SOHCAHTOA? So, ang may OA po ay ito pong TOA. So, kapag TOA po, what trigonometric ratio that you are going to use sa TOA? So, T stands for tangent. So, ibig sabihin, tangent po yung ating gagamiting formula. So, the formula is tangent theta is equal to, ano po yung ratio ng tangent theta? Again, TOA, opposite over adjacent. Ito po yung ating formula, opposite over adjacent. Okay? So, lagay po natin, opposite over adjacent. So, TOA. Now, substitute the given measure. Ano po yung opposite? Ang opposite po dito ay O, this one, 10 meters. Okay? And then, yung adjacent po, ito po yung A, 6 meters, kaya 6. So, 10 over 6. Now, using this given, we are going to calculate the angle theta, the measurement of this angle. So, paano po? I-decimal po natin itong 10 over 6. So, 10 divided by 6, that is equal to 1.657. So, marami po pong kasunod dito, pero kinuha ko lang po yung 3 decimal place. Okay, so pwede naman pong 2, kaya lang medyo mas accurate kapag 3 po ang kukunin natin or 4. Okay, next that, paano po natin ito i-compute para gawin po nating angle? Okay, using tangent. So ganito lang po 'yon. Okay, so ipe-press nyo po sa inyong calculator. Hanapin po nyo yung shift o kaya ay second function. So depende po sa calculator na gagamitin natin. So may calculator po na nakalagay ay shift, mayroon naman pong calculator na second function. Okay, i-press po nyo yan. And then next pong ipe-press ninyo ay tangent. So bakit po tangent? Kasi tangent po yung ating ratio dito. Okay? Tangent. And then press yung decimal, 1.657. And then i-press nyo po yung equal sign. So dapat sunod-sunod po yan ha. Ulitin po natin. Shift o kaya ay second function. And then press tangent. And then press the decimal, 1.657. And then press equal sign. So ang ilalabas po ng calculator ninyo ay iyon po yung angle na hinahanap po dito. Okay. So, dapat ito po yung ilalabas ng calculator, 58.99. So, take note po, kapag scientific po na talagang calculator ang gagamitin, at kung ikukumpara po natin sa calculator ng cellphone, may konti pong discrepancy. Ano po? May konti pong differences dito. Pero point something lang naman po yon. Okay. So, here, 58.99 yung na-compute po natin. So, ibig sabihin, iyan po yung angle na hinahanap dito. Kaya, nilagyan ko po ng unit na degree. So, 58.99 degrees. Okay? So, here, to answer what is being asked in the problem, the angle of elevation to the sun is 58.99 degrees. Okay? Okay, so how about this number 2 problem? A kite string is 20 meters long and makes an angle of 40 degrees with the ground. How high is the kite above the ground? Okay. So this problem is all about angles of elevation and angles of depression. So what is asked in the problem? The problem asks for the height of the kite. Okay. So para ma-solve po natin yung height ng kite, ay kailangan po nating ma-drawing at ma-illustrate po itong problem. Okay. So let's try to illustrate. A kite string. So kailangan po nating ng kite. Then of course, mayroon po siyang string. Okay. So yung string po niya ay mula po sa kite papunta po sa ground. And this is 20 meters long. So kite string is 20 meters long. I-label po natin 20 meters. And makes an angle of 40 degrees with the ground. For example, ito po yung ground. So, makikreate daw po siya ng 40-degree angle. So, yung to say, if that is the ground, yung angle po na na-form between the string and then the ground is 40 degrees. Okay? Now, the question is, how high is the kite above the ground? So, pag kinuha po natin yung height, of course, vertical line po ang ilalagay po natin dyan. So, lagay po natin ng vertical line for the height of the kite. Okay. So, notice here that we formed the right triangle. At yung right triangle po, applicable po dito yung trigonometric ratio. Okay. So, what is as the problem? Again, the kite or the height of the kite. So, ito po yon. So, lagyan po natin yung unknown po natin as variable x. Okay? So, x is the height of the kite. Now, calculating the height of the kite, we're going to apply the trigonometric ratio. So, pili po tayo sa trigonometric ratio kung ano po yung gagamitin natin. So, but before that, bago po tayo makapili sa SOHCAHTOA, kailan po natin i-determine yung 3 terms. Okay? So, with respect to angle, of course, lagi po natin ang basis ay angle kapag ang pinag-uusapan po ay trigonometric ratio sa right triangle. Okay? So, ito po yung angle natin, 40 degrees. What is the relationship of this 40 degrees with x? Okay. Sila po ay opposite. Okay? Magkaharap po sila. So, opposite po yan. Next po is another given ay ito pong 20 meters. So, ano po yung 20 meters with respect with this triangle? So, yung 20 meters po, yan po yung ating hypotenuse. Okay? So, tama po bang hypotenuse? Yes. Ang hypotenuse po sa right triangle ay the longest side. Okay. So, now, we have O and then H. So, alin po dito ang may OH dito sa SOHCAHTOA? So, ito pong SO. So, ano po yung S? S stand for sine. So, ibig sabihin, sine po yung ating gagamitin na formula or ratio. So, sine theta is equal to OH. So, sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay. And then next, we are going to substitute the given. So, sine theta, yung theta po ay angle. So, given po yung angle which is 40 degrees. So, substitute po natin yan. So, sine 40 degrees is equal to opposite. What is opposite? X. Lagay po natin sa opposite as X. Okay? And then, divide by H. Ang H po natin ay hypotenuse. Ito pong 20 meters kaya X over 20. Okay. So, ito po yung equation na gagamitin natin to solve for X. So, ang gagawin po natin dito, since mayroon pong fraction, ay cross multiplication. So, you're going to multiply numerator and then denominator. And then sa other side, numerator again and denominator. So, ano po yung denominator ng sine 40? Ang denominator po ng sine 40, okay, wala pong naka-indicate kaya always yan po ay 1. Okay? So, by cross multiply, so multiply natin, unahin po natin itong variable x. So, ito po yung unknown natin. So, x times 1, that is equal to 1x or equal to x. Okay? And then, this one, so kapag nag-multiply po tayo ng whole number at yung may trigonometric ratio, uunahin po natin yung whole number. Ito po ay 20 and then sine 40 degrees. So, 20 times sine 40 degrees. So, pwede naman pong may close and open parenthesis, pwede pong wala. Okay. So, dapat po hindi po pwedeng sine 40 degrees times 20. Ano po? Or 20. So, unahin po natin yung whole number. 20, then times sine 40 degrees. And then, ang gagawin lang po ninyo ay to get its value, ipipress lang po sa calculator. So, diretso lang po yun. I-press po ninyo yung 20, and then press sine, and then press 40, and then press equal sign. Ang ilalabas po niyan ay 12.96. And then, since ang hinahanap po ay height of the kite, so lagay po natin yung kanyang unit na meter kasi 20 meters po ang ginamit or meters po ang ginamit dito sa ating problem. Okay. So here, 12.96 meters and that is the height of the kite. So the kite is 12.96 meters high above the ground. Okay, so how about this problem number 3? A ladder 8 meters long leans against a wall making an angle of 65 degrees with the ground. How high up the wall does the ladder reach? Okay, so this problem is all about angles of elevation and depression. Okay, so the question asked, how high up the wall does the ladder reach? Now, first, to solve what is being asked in the problem, ay kailangan po nating i-drawing or illustrate yung problem. Okay, so i-drawing po natin or illustrate po natin. First, isa-isahin po natin yung ating pong sentence. A ladder 8 meters long. So, mean to say, kailangan po natin ng ladder. Okay? Pero bago po may ladder, ay kailangan po natin i-continue leans against a wall. So, siyempre, hindi po tatayo yung ladder kapag wala pong wall. Okay, so wall po muna and then ladder. So, yung ladder po ay leans against a wall. Okay, nakasandal po yung ating ladder. And given here that a ladder 8 meters long. So, ibig sabihin, ang haba po ng ladder ay 8 meters. So, medyo mahaba po yung ladder natin kasi 8 meters. And then, continue. Making an angle of 65 degrees with the ground. So, nandito po yung ground sa pinakang baba. Gawa po tayo ng guhit. And that ground and then the ladder form 65 degrees. Okay, again, ito po yung ladder, ito po yung ground. So, magpo-form daw po ng 65 degrees. Now, how high up the wall does the ladder reach? So, gaano po kataas yung naabot po ng ating ladder dito sa wall? So, mula po dito sa ground, sa baseline, hanggang po doon sa ladder sa taas. Okay, lagyan ko po ng guhit. So, yan po yung height na kailangan po nating hanapin. Okay, so for the unknown, height of the ladder reached in the wall ay lagyan po natin ng variable x. Okay, so notice here, nakapag-form po tayo ng right triangle. So, always po na ang ating wall ay always vertical. Ano po? Kaya yung ating wall, vertical, at yung ating ground, always naka-level po na horizontal. So, magpo-form po dyan ng right angle. Ano po? So, again, kapag right angle, then this is right triangle. Okay, so to calculate the height here, the distance here, itong variable x, ay kailangan po natin i-determine yung opposite or adjacent or hypotenuse. Okay, so to determine, i-base po natin lagi dito po sa ating angle. So ang angle po natin ay 65 degrees. Ano po yung relationship niya sa x? Sila po ay magkaharap, so sila po ay opposite. So lagyan ko po opposite. And then next, ito pong 8 meter na given. Ano po yung 8 meter with respect to this right triangle? Ito po ay hypotenuse. This is the longest side. So, lagay po natin sa 8 meter, this is h. Okay. So, we have now OH from SOHCAHTOA. Alin po dito ang may OH? Ito pong SO. So, again, S stands for sine. Okay, kaya sine theta is equal to OH, so opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, substitute the given to solve for x here. So, sine theta, ang theta po ay given, this angle. So, sine 65 degrees is equal to opposite x over hypotenuse 8 meter. Okay, kaya x over 8 meters. So again, we have now sine 65 degrees is equal to x over 8. So here, we are going to apply cross multiplication again. So ang denominator po ng sine 65 degrees, wala pong naka-indicate, automatic yan po ay 1. So by cross multiply, unahin natin itong 1 times x. So 1 times x is equal to x and then equal to 8 times sine 65 degrees. Kaya 8 times sine 65 degrees. Okay. Again, unahin po natin lagi yung whole number. Ha? Okay, so press po ninyo sa calculator. Just press 8 and then sine and then 65 and then press equal sign. So ang ilalabas po ng calculator ay 7.25 meters. Okay, so ano po yung ginamit ditong unit? Meters, kaya gamitin din po natin dito ay meters. Okay, so we have now 7.25 meters as the height of the ladder, or the height the ladder reaches on the wall is 7.25 meters. Okay, so how about this problem number 4? A wheelchair ramp is 5 meters long and rises 1.5 meters high. Find the angle of inclination of the ramp with the ground. Okay, so this problem is all about wheelchair. Now, we're going to illustrate the problem. Okay? A wheelchair ramp is 5 meters long. So, kailangan po natin ng ramp. Ito, at meron siyang, syempre, wheelchair. Ito po yung ramp. Ito po yung paakyat po, halimbawa po sa building. Okay, ramp po ang tawag dyan. Kaya lahat po ng mga building na pinapatayo, kung medyo mataas, meron po dapat ramp yan papunta sa taas. Okay, so ang length daw po ng wheelchair ramp is 5 meters long. So, gagay po tayo ng line mula po sa ground papunta po sa pinakang taas. Okay, ang length po niya ay 5 meters. Okay, so here, mayroon po nakadugtong ditong given and rises 1.5 meters. Okay, so rises, yung pinakang taas daw po niya is 1.5 meters. Ito pong part. So, lagay ko po yan. So, the height of the ramp is 1.5 meters. Now, the question asked, find the angle of inclination of the ramp. So, angle po yung hinahanap, angle of inclination. Pag sinabi po nating angle of inclination, ito po yung angle mula sa ground papunta po sa taas. Ano po? So, itong angle po yung tinutukoy na angle of inclination. Okay? So, this angle is formed between the ramp and then the ground. Okay. So, nakalagay po dito, find the angle of inclination of the ramp with the ground. So, ito po yung ramp at ito po yung ground. Ito po yung angle na mapuform. Okay. So, here, notice, naka-form po tayo ng right triangle. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating i-apply yung trigonometric ratio. Okay. To solve the angle of inclination, this one, identify natin yung relationship ng angle sa dalawa po pong given. So yung angle theta dito, ang kaharap po niya ay 1.5 meters. Yan po ay opposite. Okay? Kasi kaharap niya. How about this 5 meters? Nasaan po ba dito yung ating hypotenuse? So ito po yung ating hypotenuse kasi kaharap po niya yung right angle. So andito po yung right angle. Okay? Kasi andito po yung vertical. So ang kaharap po niya ay 5 meters. Yung 5 meters yan po yung kanyang hypotenuse. Okay? So again, we have OH. At yung may OH again, yun po yung yan po ay sine ulit. Okay? So sine theta is equal to O over H. Okay? So substitute the given. Theta natin is unknown. Yun po yung susolve natin. So sine theta again is equal to O over H. So, ang O po natin ay 1.5, ito. And then, H natin, hypotenuse is 5. So, divide by 5. So, 1.5 divided by 5. Write in decimal. The decimal is 0.3. And then, i-press natin sa ating calculator para makuha po yung angle. So, paano po ulit yan i-press? Press nyo po ay shift or second function. Okay? And then, press nyo po ay sine kasi sine po yung ginamit dito. Then shift, second function, and then sine. And then next, yung decimal, 0.3. And then next, press nyo po yung equal sign. So ang ilalabas po niya dyan, theta is equal to 17.46 degrees. Okay. So pwede po ninyong kunin yung to decimal place, pwede naman pong whole number. Depende po kung anong hinahanap ng problem. Ano po? Okay, so ang ginamit ko po dito ay 2 decimal place. So the angle is 17.46 degrees. So to answer what is being asked in the problem, the angle of inclination of the ramp with the ground is 17.46 degrees. Okay, to end up the lesson, let us try to answer this activity. Solve the problem. So isang problem lang po ang ibibigay ko. So pwede po ninyong i-post yung video na ito. Try to solve, apply your knowledge, and then later, baka pwede naman pong pa-share yung inyong sagot. Pa-comment po yung inyong sagot ito po sa ating comment section below this video. Maraming salamat sa panood mga anak. I hope that you learned something from this simple discussion. See you on my next video lesson.